What's going on YouTube? This is Oroka Boss here, bringing you guys another video about the battle replay. Yeah, this time I'm playing as Empire against my opponent as Vampire Counts. So basically, let's go over my opponent's army first. They have 2 bats and 1 Var guys, the Regiment of Renown 1. This unit here is actually quite decent. I mean, in general, I hate Vargas unit because they just die really fast, but not for this unit. I think they have decent melee stats. 51 melee attack is very good. 34 melee defense is okay, but the best thing about them is they can cause fear and terror. And the terror is like the most amazing stuff in this game, so which is always good. Alright, so in the center we have 1 Criporo, 1 Grave Guard with great weapon, 1 King Wraith, 2 Skeleton Warriors, 4 Zombies, and one of them is the Regiment of Renown 1 at the front, and Creep Ghouls. For leadership, he's rocking with Heinrich and a Banshee. On the left flank, 1 unit of Black Knights with Lance and 1 unit of the Regiment of Renown Black Knights and 1 Black Coach. Alright, so in general, this composition is kind of strange in as I played a lot of Leather Battle and I have never seen something like this before. But I'm not saying it's like really shitty build, but it's definitely not not very well rounded. And for example, when fighting Empire, you know that as Empire, you're gonna fight a lot of great swords, but only 1 Criporo. Like Criporo is like the best unit in this game in terms of killing infantry, but one of them will not do the job. Like not if they get shoot at bad, or this free company militias and the silver bullets. So it's a bit questionable, and I like the idea of bringing ethereal units like King Wraith and Banshee, because for most Empire list, there won't be an answer for ethereal units. Okay, so that's enough about the opponent's army. Let's go over my army first. Next. Alright. So 1, 2, 3 units of great swords in the front, and 1 Sigma Sounds unit as well. 2 Flagellants, one of them is the Regiment of Renown 1. Put this unit here and in front of my great swords, just to make this line a bit more tanky, and because these units are unbreakable, they can actually tank for quite a lot of damage for great swords. And meanwhile, the great sword's gonna do damage behind them. So that's the idea behind this. 2 spearsmen on each flank, 2 free company militia, and the silver bullets in the center. Knights of the Blazing Sun, and 1 unit of the Demigryph Knights with helps. I have a Jade Wizard with both heals, I think. Yeah, both Earthblood and the regrowth. I have Arcane Conduit, and I get the Scroll of Shielding as well. So I have General of the Empire on Griffin with Owning Foe Seeker and Potion of the Toughness. And that's it. Alright, let's let's hit the start button. So right after the start, my opponent is moving up towards me, and because I have this terrain advantage, I mean it's not a big advantage, but it has a big angle, so it's like a downhill advantage for me. And I'm not very confident in terms of my general fighting ability to take on 3 units here, and it's gonna be close. But if I'm gonna fight them alone, my general is gonna go on. But if I fight them with the cover of my handguns and the healing spells from my Jade Wizard, I think my general can do just fine. And for my right flank, I'm moving my calf just to face their calf in terms of just fight off any flanking maneuver they're gonna do to us. So I'm just quickly shifting my 9 here to just meet them. And right now it's pretty much not much going on at the moment. So okay, so now what is the reason that I'm gonna bring these units here? Because just look at their stats, they are doing a magic ammunition attack, which means they are very, very effective in terms of taking out Banshees and Cane Wraith. And we will see in this replay. Alright. So I think in just a sec, my opponent is gonna make some move. And you don't want to engage your lord to those zombies or skeleton warriors, because if your lord get caught by these 3 units while everything just blow up on your lord, he's just not gonna make it out from there. So right now, just a little bit juking, little bit like moving forward and moving backwards. Nothing really happened until a bit later, I think. Yep. So my opponent is kinda confusing here. Like he's making a big mistake by putting those bats in the handgun range. I think he's gonna move them out a little for just a sec. Like he did a really good job in terms of time everything together. Like okay, so here they're making some very good work on that Banshee there. You can see the shots firing at the Banshee, and Banshee is just gonna go. Like it's just gonna melt instantly. One more volley, I think Banshee is gonna melt. Go, shoot him, shoot her. Alright, on the flank. Okay, right now a lot of things going on. So both my calf engaged his calf, and this calf got stuck with spearmen and greatswords. So I put my Demigryph of Helps to here, just to help the Knights of the Blazing Sun to win this engagement, while I popped Earthblood on these Knights of the Blazing Suns just to keep them fighting. Meanwhile, everything is like engaging, so I did some counter charge with my greatswords, and here's something I don't understand. So he wasted 1 bat unit and just died to gunfire, and then he charged both flying units into this greatsword unit. So right now, this 1 greatsword unit past the Lord is fighting 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and that's something you don't want to happen. You want these flying units to engage the handguns. 1, 2, 3. So if they are not engaged, like they have to keep these units busy while Heinrich is getting here and just can summon zombies on them. So to just basically shut down this range fire. But right now, they're just gonna die to gunfire instead. You see, I'm already targeting them, targeting the Warguards. Right, let's put them in the normal speed. So I just use all my range infantry to shoot down all this blob, and while on this flank, pretty much nothing left as well for him. Both, like this cav unit is gone, and the other has just gone as well. And at this point, it's really rough for my opponent. And Herench still didn't cut. Okay, this is the very first summon, which is like just way too late. So at the moment, I'm just using these two units to just shoot down those quick portals, because they are very dangerous. If you let them work on those infantry, they're gonna just like melt through infantries. So we don't want that happen. So we moved my free companies here to just quickly take care of them. Meanwhile, the Banshee and the Cane Wraith is just definitely not gonna do so well against the silver bullets. And there's another summon right in the middle, 2 summons onto those free company militias. And I just want to quickly comment on the picks, the reason why I pick free company militias. Just look at the stats. You can see they are not amazing melee fighters, but they have just enough weapon strength and melee attack and melee defense to take care of zombie in no time, and at the same time staying alive. See, there's nothing else supporting them. They are just fight zombies hand to hand, and they are winning without losing a single unit. So that's why in this matchup in particular, those free company militias gonna carry the game. That's what I'm saying. And right now everything is pretty much gone, and only 3 summoning zombie unit left. And this is something I don't understand as well. So everything else can be crumbled to death except summoning zombies. I think zombies should be something just crumble instantly if they got like surrounded in this situation here. They're gonna crumble to death like very fast, but they're not. And the entire army is gone now, except those 3 summoning zombie units. Like, this is something I just think CA should like fix immediately. And after we quickly take out those 3 zombie units, I think we just easily have this game in the pocket. It's this is not really a perfect example of how Empire should fight vampire clans, but this Empire list is very, very solid, and it's been played by a lot of famous players like Ondiaga and a lot of other very good Empire players as well. So it's very, very all around and solid army list, and also you have all the tools to deal with all the shenanigans that vampire clans gonna put onto you. So that's it for this video, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.